Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today on this beautiful day. I mean, this is what summer is like in the Vergas area. I was thinking about that before we were getting ready to film the show today, and I'm fortunate. I was born and raised in Vergas. I was able to raise my children in Vergas, and I continue to live in Vergas, and so maybe we tend to take it for granted. Beautiful days like this out on the lake and that, where some people plan their whole summer. Maybe once every 5 years to come up to this beautiful area, and rightfully so, because there is so much to offer in our area. We've got the parks, we've got the baseball games going on. Hopefully in Vergas you're able to attend the Loons Amateur League baseball games Sunday afternoons. They have Babe Ruth baseball going on. We've got Little League baseball going on. There's church softball going on. So the baseball fields are busy pretty much all the time, and so if you enjoy that, maybe you just want a good book that you want to sit down and read. The parks are just beautiful right now. You can go down by the Loon and you can grab a book and you can just watch the kids in the water, and I can't tell you enough good things that's going on in Vergas just by the simple pleasures that there are. There's a lot of places to stay in the area. And then if you want to get where there's a little bit more activity things going on, of course we've got, you can stay in Vergas and you can still go to Water Carnival, you can still go to Turkey Days and Turtle Fest, and of course the main one that you can enjoy in Vergas, Looney Days, which will be happening in August. And when I do say talk about Looney Days, I wanted to let you know that if you have any desire to help with Looney Days, if you have any thoughts, if you're wondering who the contact person is, get a hold of Kevin Flynn at Billy's, and he's the main go-to guy this year for Looney Days. There'll be all the regular fun things going on. There'll be the pageants and the music and the parades and the outdoor worship service, and so look for that on the weekend of August 13th, 14th, and 15th in Vergas. And so Looney Days, it seems like it's a ways away, but it'll be here before you know it, and that's always a really great time in Vergas. And so hopefully if you're planning to come to Vergas and see what's going on in the area, that would be a good time to come too. What I'd like to talk to you a little bit about today and why we're here on beautiful Rose Lake right down across the road from Spanky Stone Hearth on County Road 4 is the Run Around the Rose. The Run Around the Rose is a 12-mile run around Rose Lake, and it was started by Jim Jensen, whose mother died from diabetes, and the Run Around the Rose is specifically, and all monies that are raised for it go to the American Diabetes Association. Wonderful, wonderful cause. And those of you that are runners and are able to take part in this and able to generate and raise money for this foundation and for this cause, more power to you. I think it's just great. What's really nice about the Run Around the Rose is, yes, it's a 12-mile run, but they've broken it up so that there is many different levels that you can have, like a relay team. You can do it half of it. You can do the full 12 miles if you want to. It all starts at Spanky Stone Hearth, right down from Rose Lake, and then it's a 12-mile run, and you'll basically just run around the Rose. You'll run the Rose Lake, and the race is nicely marked out, and the last couple years when they've had it, it has been just nice and mild and maybe about 60 degrees in the morning, so it's been a perfect day to run. This year it's Saturday, July 24th. The race starts at 7 a.m. and what you need to do is you need to realize that what this is a running event and a race where people use their good health and to raise the fund for the diabetes program. And so you can have 2-person teams, you can have 4-person teams, you can compete on your own, and you can get all the information for this that you're looking for. If you're a runner or if you want to get that information on to somebody else, they've got a website. It's www.runtherose.com. So you can go on that. You can also register on there. It's got the registration fee information on there. It's got all the race details as far as the map, and it has just times and anything pretty much that you're going to want to know about that. You also can get a hold of the director, Jim Jensen. He's based out of Colorado. He has a place here on Rose Lake, appropriately so, and you can email him if you have any additional information, and that email address is also on the runtherose.com website. You can collect pledges, you can come on as a sponsor, as a team, but I think the main thing that I want to get across to you is on July 24th, what you want to do is you want to come out and you want to support the American Diabetes Association. Whether you're a runner, whether you know someone that is a runner, this is a really great thing to be doing. Closer to our timeline of what we have going on this next week, I'd like to invite you on Thursday, June 24th. There's a dog expo. It's the first one that they've had, and those of you who watched our show before are familiar with the fact that Jane Christensen has started a new 4-H club that's specifically to dog training, dog behavior, helping young people get familiar with how to handle their dogs, and they're going to be a part of this expo, and it's going to be held over at in the complex over by Dean's Country Market in Perham, and it starts at noon on Thursday, June 24th, and it'll run till 4 p.m. They want you to bring your dogs, but all dogs must be on their leash and they must be have their current vaccinations. And if you have any questions on that, what you can do is you can get a hold of Jane Christensen at the Vergas State Bank, because she would be able to give you any information about this dog expo. Fun thing that another fun thing for the kids, and I don't know if you have children in 4-H, but it just kind of helps them, I think, get ready for the fair too, if they're planning on bringing their dogs for showing at the fair also. When I mentioned grabbing a good book, there's plenty of opportunity and plenty of spaces to go in Vergas to sit down and read that book. Remember that the bookmobile, it's through the Viking Library Association, does go to the different towns, and they come to Vergas, and they come on Thursdays. I think it's the second and the fourth Thursday, and so you can grab that book there. When I mentioned the Library Association, what I would also like to mention to you too is they've got a great opportunity going on right now, and it's on June 28th. And we had talked about anyone that was interested in the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's an exhibit that's being shown at the Science Museum in Minneapolis right now, and we had a group going, and that fell through our churches, but what ended up happening is another avenue opened up, and all you have to do is call the Perham Library. There's a bus going on Saturday, June 28th, and your bus transportation and your ticket into the Dead Sea Scrolls exhibit at the Science Museum are all paid for. All you need to do is cover your expenses as far as food and transportation to get to Perham, to get onto the bus at the community center there. It'll be a day-long, wonderful exhibit to go to, but it's the Dead Sea Scrolls, and it's funded through the Minnesota Arts Council, and can't pass this opportunity up. So, like I said, I started out talking about how much we've got going on in Vergas. I'm standing here by the lake, which is pretty obvious of what you can do when you come to Vergas, but there's a lot of other opportunities to just come, enjoy the area, enjoy family and friends, and hopefully when you're in Vergas, you stop in the businesses, say hi, and hopefully you plan a trip back. So you have a good day in Vergas.